Imagine a coastal habitat without human disturbance. Wild beaches with abundant wildlife roaming the dunes. One of the most common seabirds, the western snowy plover, called this coastal habitat its home. The western snowy plover is a fairly small bird that lives right on the sand just a few meters from the water. They have a thin, dark beak and are brown up top with white underneath. As such, they're perfectly suited to camouflage in the sand. They take advantage of this camouflage by creating their nests in little depressions. Unfortunately, this is what causes them to be so susceptible to human activity. Humans using the beach affected them both directly and indirectly. Recreational activities, habitat destruction, pets, and invasive species all contributed to the eradication of plovers. At the lowest, there were only 1,500 western snowy plovers left, and in 1993 they were federally listed as threatened under the Endangered Species Act. Finally, in 2007, a recovery plan was put together to get the snowy plovers back on track. This recovery plan was created by the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service and relied heavily on collaboration between government agencies and the private sector. This was necessary because of the plover's vast habitat that stretched all the way from North Washington to Southern California. This plan designated 12,000 acres as critical habitat for the plovers and relied on non-governmental organizations to conduct research, provide technical guidance, and inform the public. In 2012, an additional 13,000 acres of critical habitat were designated to combat unexpected adverse effects. These conservation efforts led to a doubling of the population, as there were an estimated 3,000 plovers in 2015. This is great news, but the plovers still have a ways to go before they can no longer be considered threatened. Carlton Eister of the conservation organization Point Blue had some good news and bad news about the plovers. Though they've been meeting their goals in the Monterey Bay area, Carlton also said that there's places like Humboldt County that don't have predator management plans, and unfortunately their populations have been diminishing dramatically over the years. So overall, the western snowy plover is on the road to recovery, with its population nearly doubling in the past few years. So long as goals keep being met, we should be able to save this tiny seabird from all the trouble that we've caused it.